Hello and welcome to our McGraw-Hill Connected series. Today we're going to discuss how to create a new user, and by creating a new user we can create a new account for teachers and students. So in order to begin creating your account, you need to go to connected.mcgrawhill.com. This is the main page, and we will assume that we don't have a username and password, and then we will go to create a new account. In order to be able to create a new account, you have to receive or to be provided with two master codes. And the two master codes basically are one for the teachers and the other one for students. So once you receive your books, you will be provided with two master codes. One is for the teacher edition and the other one for the student edition. The master code basically consists of 16 letters and numbers, and you will be using them in order to create new users' accounts. So let's begin creating a new account for teachers. Create a new account by clicking here in create a new account. As you can see, there is a part here related to the teachers, which is this part, and the other one is for students. So we will go to register a new account for a teacher. By clicking register, you will be directed to a new page, which is new teacher registration. You need to provide your name, your last name, and then your email address. Let's say that it is at gmail.com, and then you need to select a challenging question or a challenge question. This is for the security issues, so let's say that this is my security question, and then you need to use the master code, which is consisting of 16 characters, and you will be using the teachers edition security code, master code. So you need to copy the teachers edition master code, and then you need to paste it here. After pasting the new account and providing your name, your last name, and the district name, district email, and the question, the security question, you need to click next. After clicking next, you will go to step 2 in teacher registration, which is providing your zip or postal code, which is here. We're going to provide 4 zeros, and then you click next, and then you have to select your school. If the school has many branches like ours, so we need to select our school that which is located in Sharjah American International School, which is located in Sharjah. Here, because this is a training account, so we will use this school. And then you go down, and then you click next. And finally, you go to the login part. These are the registration information, and you need to copy it or to keep a copy for yourself, because it tells you about your username, which is here, provided by the system, and your password provided by the system. So you need to keep a copy of this registration form here, and you have to save it. New account, Shady, here, and then you save it. So this is a reference for you in order to get back to your username and password whenever you want. And then you will click finish. Now you have created your teacher account using the teacher edition master code. You need to accept the terms of use, and finally you are logged in your account. And as you can see, here's my name on the top of the page, and this is my district. It should be your district basically, or the school's district. And as you can see, you don't have any books on your page, which means that I have to add the books in my home page. Adding your books means that you have to add both teacher edition and the student edition. In order to do that, you have to go and click on Redeem Master Code. You have to do this process 2 times. In order to redeem Master Code, you need to be using the Master Code provided for the Teacher Edition and one more for the Student Edition. So first of all, we're going to redeem the Master Code for the Teacher Edition. So we have to click here, and then you are going to provide the Master Code for the Teacher Edition, which we have copied before, this one. So, and then copy, and then you click Next. And as you can see, this is the Teacher Edition, and you can get the Master Code, which is the 16 characters that we have mentioned. Reading Labs, this is the title of the book, grades 6 to 12. The ISBN is mentioned also here, and the most important section is this part, which is the content type, which is teachers or teacher licensed content. So this means that you have added the Teacher Edition of this book, and then finally you click Add Account. So finally you had your book added to your account. Click OK, and finally you will find your Teacher Edition added to your home page of the McGraw-Hill Education homepage. And this is the Teacher Edition of the book. Then you need to add the Student Edition. In order to do that, you need to click on Redeem one more time. And in this step, you need the other Master Code provided for your Student Edition. So you will copy the Student Edition and then paste, and then you click Next. And this is the Master Code provided by McGraw-Hill, which is also 16 characters. This is the ISBN of the book, and this is telling you that it is the student licensed content. And then you have to provide a certain end date, which is the end of the academic year. And then you click Create Redemption Code. In this particular step, you need to keep in your mind that the redemption code should be distributed to the students. So by clicking Create Redemption Code, the system is going to create a redemption code, which is here, and this code is very important because this code is going to be shared among your students. So you need to keep a copy of this content and then save it. Oh, we have to do it one more time. So we need to keep the redemption code for your Teacher Edition, for your Student Edition, in order to be shared later with your students. And then let's say that this is the redeem code new, and then save. Now you had a copy of the redemption code. You can also have a copy of the redemption code here. So let's say that this is the redemption code, and here we go. And then you click OK, and here we go. Now you can find that your home page now it has the 2 books. One of them is the Teacher Edition, and the other one is the Student Edition. So now your teacher account is completed, and you have provided your 2 books in your account. Now it is the step that you have to create the accounts for your students. In order to do that, you need to import students. Click Import, and then here it shows some steps that you have to follow in order to add your students. So first of all, you need to download the student template, and this template is provided by McGraw-Hill Education. And then you are going to fill in the required cells, and finally you are going to attach this template here after completing the details, and finally you will check for errors and you upload it to the system. So we are going to download the student template here, and as you can see, it is being downloaded here. It's an Excel sheet. Let's open it. And as you can see, it's a normal Excel sheet, and the header here is going to tell you the required information and the optional information. So let's highlight the required information. You need the last name, you need the first name, and you need the grade level. Also, you need here the gender, and here it is recommended to have a password for your student and a username. Basically, the system can create the username and passwords for yourself, but you can also provide usernames and passwords for your student. And this is the redemption code. You can copy the redemption code that we had for students in order to be having it as a reference for the later use. So you need to put the last names of your students and the first name of your students, then the gender and the grade level. So let's have a copy. I have some prepared names. So this is the first name and last name. So let's copy those family names here, and then let's put it in the last name. We have to manage the cells. Okay, and finally, and then you need to add the first names as well. So let's say that we will take those first names and we will copy them here in the system. Also, we need to edit, and it should be like that. So these are your the first names and the last names of the students provided to the system. Finally, you will mention their gender, which is male, and you can copy this through the cells. And then the grade level, let's say that they are in grade 10, and then you can copy. Let's say that this is grade 10, and then also 10, and then we can drag to copy in. And finally, the usernames and passwords. Basically, the system can create automatically made usernames and passwords. So that's it, and then we can save the template and then exit this as well. And then we have to go and choose the file, which is here, and then open. We have to check for errors, and the file contains no errors, so you can click complete import button to create the users, and then we will complete import. And as you can see, this is the file that you have uploaded, this is the file name, and this is the date uploaded, which is 09/03/2015. You can also have a copy of this file by clicking my file, and then basically it's not uploaded yet, so let's go back. Let's choose the file one more time. This is the one, and then click for and check for errors. So those are your students, and then you can click complete import, and this is your system. Basically it's completed, so we can download it, and as you can see, it downloads the file here. Open the file, and you will find your students with their usernames and passwords provided or created by the system. So these usernames and passwords are given or created by the system, and your students can use them to log in their accounts. And then you exit, and finally you are done with creating your import process. And then the student can go to McGraw-Hill Connected in order to create an account for himself, and he can do so by two main ways. He can go and create a new account, and he can create it using the redemption code that we have provided him, and then he can register. And there is another way, which I do prefer, by using his username and password provided by the system. So we need to go to the downloads in order to find the file provided by the system, which is this one. And then let's say that I am Adam, so I'm going to choose my username and password, which is, this is my username. I have to copy it. So Adam is going to be to have his username, so he can copy it here, and then his password, which is provided here by the system as well, and to be copied, and then log in. And finally Adam is logged in to his account, and as you can see, this is his name, and this is his home page on McGraw-Hill Connect. As you can see, the Adam has no books, so he has to add his own books. He can click add, and then adding the book cannot be completed unless he has the redemption code. That's why I've told you, you need to keep the redemption code with you. So you copy the redemption code and then paste it here, and then add the book. The book has been added, and finally Adam can find the book, which is the Reading Labs grade 6-12 student edition, and he can navigate through the files, messages, homeworks, and to-do lists, and more options. So today we learned how to create teacher's account, how to add books, teacher edition and student edition in your account by using the master code, and how you can import Excel sheet in the system, and the system is going to create the passwords and usernames for your students, and how the students can use these usernames and passwords in order to log in their accounts, and finally how they can use the redemption code to add their own books on their own accounts. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to add students to your class using another method, which we would prefer to be used in the near future. Thank you very much. I hope that this video was beneficial for you. If you have any question, please post them as a comment to this video. Thank you very much. This is Shady Elkassas, Head of Science Department, Sharjah American International School. Goodbye.